Good day, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic day and you've had an awesome weekend. And well, you're winding down and starting to say goodbye to 2020. This is your 2021 forecast. Okay, so today I'm going to try and get into the energies of 2021. I don't really believe in so much predictions, but this is right now with your energies, with your thought processes or whatever is meant for you within the near future. This is obviously going to be your 2021 energies as of now. Anything can change. Remember that we all have free will. So if you don't like anything in your pile and nothing resonates, maybe look at a different pile. But if things do resonate and it's just not the answer that you're looking for, at least you know that these are the energies and you know that it's time for you to change. Okay, so today I just randomly picked a card out of the piles for each one. The words may jump out at you, maybe the pictures jump out at you, maybe you just constantly someone who always picks pile number 1, pile number 2 or pile number 3. Either which way, have a look at each of these piles. New Moon being pile number 1, Travel being pile number 2, and Haythorn being pile number 3. Sit down, meditate, think about it, because really and truly, you know, you really want the best answer for you. So don't just pick randomly. This is something to give some little bit of thought for, go deep within yourself and just say, again, angels, which one of these is going to give me the best answer for what I need to know for the year 2021. Okay. So I am now going to start with pile number 1. Hello, welcome to those who have chosen pile number 1. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Okay, so those of you who have chosen the New Moon card, 2021. Okay, so we've got the words conception, inner self, and expansion. Okay, so that's possible, the energies that you have got. The other card we have got here is the house 12, okay, which is the house of transformation, okay. So the words that we've got here is trust, karma, closure, reflection, disillusion, and surrender, okay. So these words, it doesn't have to necessarily be for every single one of you, but these are the words that will start to obviously help you. So 2021 is a year of huge amount of transformation for you, okay. You've also got the card here, Venus, and Venus is all about the words we've got here. So it corresponds to the house Libra and the 7th house Taurus, and the 2nd house apparently. Anyway, the words we've got here is vanity, beauty, the arts, physical love, attraction, affection, and validation. Okay, so again, these are just the words that will kind of help describe your 2021. Okay, I'm going to get into your tarot reading now. Give me 2 seconds. I just do apologize about that. I just want to close the door. Okay, so you might want to write those down. You can always obviously pull the video back and relook at it. Okay, so these are the tarot cards I have got for you. I pulled a Celtic cross, but we have got the 2 of Wands. Just a light onto that. Okay, crossing that, we have got the Big Bad Wolf. I'll try and bring these over. Okay, so we have got from your past the 5 of Hearts, we have got the 3 of Swords, we have got the 2 of Swords, we have got the 3 of Wands, we have got Seeker of Crystals, we have got 8 of Hearts, we have got 9 of Hearts, and outcome is the 9 of Wands. Okay, so unfortunately these cards are huge, so they're taking up all my space here, but anyhow. Okay, so pile number 1, the interesting thing that we've got here is that with the, I can't seem to find it, the 2 of Wands, sorry, I needed to get that out like there, then I can have a better look. Okay, so with the 2 of Wands, your theme for the year 2021 is going to be that of contemplation. Okay, you with this card, let me bring it out for you. It's actually better. Can you see it now? That's a bit better. Okay, so as you can see, it's wands in this child deck is that of butterflies, and butterflies are that of transformation. So here you have got a fairy, and she is gazing into a river, and there's her reflection. Okay, around her there's a beautiful swan. You know, swans are all about beauty. Bunny rabbits are also, you know, about cuddliness and sweetness, and also beauty as well, you know. And she's kind of just gazingly staring at herself and her reflection. But what this is about is your 2021 is a year where there's going to be a lot of learning to love yourself, okay? This is about coming face to face with who you are and really looking deep, okay? Looking back at yourself in the mirror and saying, you know what? Who am I? What triggers me? Why does it trigger me? Why have I gone through the things that I've gone through? What can I do to change it? Okay, but this is not about changing circumstances outside of yourself. This is literally about changing whatever's within you, okay? And the best way to do that is to seriously, you know, look yourself in the mirror, as they say. So the crossing energies of that one in here is you've got the big bad wolf. Okay, so as you can see, this big bad wolf, he's kind of lurking, and he's lurking around at this castle in the background, and there's this moon, and it's obviously now time. Anyway, the big bad wolf in this tarot deck is actually the devil card. So the crossing energies or your obstacles in 2021 is that of toxic behavior. Okay, so whether that's your toxic behavior or your toxic thoughts or your toxic patterns, that is what's going to come, you know, or be your obstacles. Okay, so rather put the focus inward and into loving yourself and figuring yourself out, so that maybe you can figure out why you're constantly having this toxic behavior patterns or thoughts. Okay, so with the past, I kind of put this card here as the Five of Hearts is very much your 2020 energies. Okay, so this is basically this year and kind of what's past. It's no longer what you're dealing with at the moment, but it's still, you know, something for you to learn from. So with the Five of Hearts, this is a card of, in 2020 you may have had massive change. Okay, so it's something where something in your life obviously happened and made you feel really low, and you've been focusing on this low, on this loss, whatever it may be, for probably most of 2020. Okay, this what you want to call it, mermaid, is really and truly sitting there, and she is really gazing at her heart. Sorry, I need to close the door again. It's open. Sorry. I apologize about that. My dog kind of opened the door. Okay, so she's gazing at this heart. Okay, she's really focused on the heart. She's not really focused on much else. So if this does not resonate, okay, then this might not be your pile. Okay, if it does, then carry on by all means. But yeah, here she is staring at this heart, staring and you know, really obsessing over this heart. Okay, there seems to be a treasure chest around her, which she's not even looking at, because that's where her focus and gaze is. And so this is also, you know, understanding the fact that whatever loss that you experienced in 2020, or whatever hurt or pain or whatever that you experienced, whatever you were focused on in 2020 was there to help you to change. Okay, it was necessary for you to adapt and for you to change. It may have been a love situation, and maybe the lesson was to help you to learn to love yourself more. You know, maybe you stuck around in a toxic love pattern for longer than what you should have, and you actually needed to learn that, you know what, you actually need to love yourself a lot more than to stick around with people who don't appreciate you or love you. And that may have been your major lesson for this year, okay? The card that you have got here is the Three of Swords. So this is the energies that may still carry forward into 2021, but it's diminishing, okay? So it's kind of, the energies are kind of sticking to you a little bit, but they're not 100% there. They're kind of diminishing. You're working through it. And you have got the Three of Swords, okay? So the Three of Swords in traditional tarot is, again, that of being left out in the cold. So that is either possibly dealing with, sorry, it's not left out in the cold. My bad, wrong card. The Three of Swords is that of being, that of heartache. It is a heart that has three swords plunging through it. So again, you have dealt with some kind of loss recently, or maybe this year, or even in the last couple of years. But whatever that loss is, it's still affecting you. It's starting to diminish. Okay, so that's the good news. This card's also about, however, realizing the fact that there's a lot of balanced energies that needed to be learned from the situation. So again, you know, it's learning, you know, there should be music. I mean, this lady's actually playing oh, cracking, I cannot for the life of me think of this musical instrument. Okay, maybe it will come to me. But whatever it is, so she's playing this musical instrument, and it's there to remind you that, you know, heartache is painful, and, you know, no one's trying to diminish the feeling of being heartbroken. But at the same time, it's also there to teach you a lot of lessons, okay? And when you learn these lessons, you start to realize, you know, how to maybe possibly balance energies within certain areas of your life. So you learn to, again, love yourself. You learn where to really, how can I put it, how to bring in harmony into your life, how to bring in more joy into your life, because that is really and truly what you need to do. And when you can understand that, again, loss in any which way is and I keep on saying this, and I'll say it again, and that is, rejection is God's protection. And whatever that may be, it's there for a lesson in some way or form, for you or the other person, but generally for both in some way. There's something that you're meant to learn from it. When you understand that, you can kind of understand that, yes, heartache sucks, but you may learn to balance your energies a little bit more. Instead of just focusing so heavily on the pain, you start to focus on what you have instead of what you don't have, okay? So I think this is starting to diminish. This pain that you're going through, it's starting to diminish. You're starting to see a lot more joy in your life. You're starting to maybe feel a lot better. And I think it might still sit there a little bit into 2021, but slowly but surely, I do believe that it will diminish. Okay. Then you have got the Two of Swords. So that is you at the moment dealing with a lot of mental conflict, okay? So again, you may be trying very hard to get away from this heartache and being, and you know, it's not a woe is me. I'm not trying to say woe is me, but that victim mentality, like, you know what, why can't I get the right things? Why can I not never meet the right people? Or why can I never get the right job? And you're dealing with this mental conflict. You're trying so hard to figure things out. You don't know where to go. You don't know what you should do. Normally, there's probably a decision in front of you, and you're trying to make a bit of a decision about something or someone, and you're really and truly all in your head. Now, when I go back to the Three of Swords, I actually just want to go and get that out of the book for a second. Sorry, but there was something about finding more music, finding more harmony, and balancing those energies more in your life. I just think that it might just help you at the moment, especially if you're battling with letting go of a person or a situation that's just obviously been quite hurtful. Okay. So the number 3 signifies joy, harmony, and communication. Okay, so there's a spiritual trinity of spirit, heart, and body. You need to learn how to play and blend these three aspects into your human existence. Okay, so if you are going through this mental block that you're dealing with right now, you need to kind of bring in a little bit of harmony, a little bit of joy. You need to use your heart and your spirit and your body more than just your head, I think, at the moment. Okay, listen to how each of those feel. So I think what it's trying to say, the way that you can get out of this mental conflict situation at the moment is probably to learn to work with the situations and start to use your intuition about your current situation or whatever it is that you worried about, and try to feel your way without using your head. So use your heart, play the other instruments in your body, and feel your way out of this situation. Okay, I'm just going to move this over a little bit. And in the future, how cute is this? So this is exactly what you're doing. Again, here you've got someone who's playing the fiddler, I think. Is it a violin? I think it's a violin. Oh God, I need to learn my instruments. Anyway, so this is the 3 of Wands. So apparently this is the peach tree. And these violins, these sticks were originally made from peach trees. But this is, again, something of, coming together, really learning about finding this music, okay? This is about finding love, finding harmony. Whatever your solutions that you will have towards this conflict, whatever you're stressed about or worried about, you're now ready for action. You're now ready to move forward. You're ready to get out of that mode, okay? So don't stress. You are going to find a solution. But I think, again, maybe you need to use more of your heart than your head. And I get it. Your heart's been broken. Your heart's been ripped up. Your heart's been spat out and ridden over by a million trucks. And so right now you're not trusting your heart, but really and truly, your heart does help you more than what you think, okay? You just need to listen to it right now, and it will give you the answers and if not, turn to spirit. It will give you the answers, because once you have that, you will start to have this love, this harmony, this, you'll find whatever it is that you're actually looking for. Okay. Then the card that we have here is the Seeker of Crystals. So how can you help yourself in this situation? Pure and simple. This is the Cowardly Lion. So if you feel like you're a bit of a coward at the moment, so you're having this mental conflict because you feel like a coward. You don't feel like you're good enough. You don't feel like you're strong enough. You just don't feel like you just can handle any more of this. This is saying, well, actually you can, okay? What seems scary, what seems, something that you're worried about, whatever it is, if you want 2021 to be a year of love and harmony and, having things that you want in your life, you have to find the courage within. You have to believe in yourself. You've got to find more strength, and you need to tell yourself, I am no longer this cowardly lion. I am someone who really and truly knows exactly what I want, and I am going after it. I am finding the strength. I am letting go of all my fears, and I'm just going after what I want. And I'm going to have the faith and the belief that the angels are taking me to where it is that I need to be. Okay. What is surrounding you in the year 2021? Well, we have got the 8 of Hearts. Okay, so with the 8 of Hearts, this is a card of infinity. Now, the infinity card is that of completedness. It's about the twin god or goddesses. It's about the magician, the healer, and the angels. Okay, it's a very powerful infinity. We all want that infinite love. We all want that. I mean, this has got a lot of little hearts that are, swaying away. And also with a lot more music notes. I don't know what it is with music. Maybe you play music. Maybe you love listening to music. I think music can definitely, maybe there's a song, a specific song that might help you right now. So listen out, ask the angels to send you a sign, and it might come in a song for an answer to one of your questions that just came to me. So I'm just letting you know. Because this is definitely that of what's surrounding you 2021. There's a lot of passion, a lot of sexuality. There's really is a lot of power. I think you're going to find an infinite amount of happiness, of coming together. We have a male and female mermaid in here. Okay, that's not really a love card, but in this one, I think there's a lot of hearts, a lot of music. So as I said, sexuality, a lot of passion. So there's quite a lot of good things surrounding you. Okay, you just got to get out of your head. Okay, and look here, your hopes and fears. Well, you are hoping for your wish to be fulfilled. Okay, so you've obviously there's obviously a lot that you want. You know what it is you want. You have a wish, and you want it to be fulfilled. You just got to get out of your negative thought patterns. You got to get out of your head. You got to get into your heart, and find the courage. And I promise you, your wishes will be fulfilled. Okay. Your outcome for 2021, well, we have got here is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so what is this saying? This is someone this fairy is looking into a garden, and this garden's really abundant. It's got beautiful herbs and plants and flowers and fruits and you name it, but it's a very abundant garden, and she's peering in. So what are you going to get out of 2021 near the end is you're going to get a new awareness. Okay, you are going to be digging very deep next year, and you are actually going to be spending a lot of the year surrounded by a lot of this beauty and this passion and the sexuality and the wishes coming true, but you are going to have a massive amount of metamorphosis, because you've got all these butterflies around you, and I really feel like you're going to be changing. You're going to find the secrets within. You're going to have a massive amount of awakening. You're going to see a new you, and just realize more about who you are in the year 2021. Okay, so I mean, really and truly, we've got quite a lot of hearts. We've got a lot of wands, some swords, but I think the swords energy is what you are leaving behind. This year, it's been a mental year, and I mean that isn't. It's been all in your head. However, moving into 2021, you are transforming. There's going to be some love in your life, and more transformation. What I am going to do, and I just want to pull these aside because I need to clear up the space here. I'm just going to ask for 4 additional cards that can possibly just give me a better understanding as to maybe each quarter, the energies of each quarter. It's quite a long reading, so just try and see. Right, so I just want a card for first quarter, so January, February, March, first quarter. What can we expect for 2021? We have got the 8 of Wands. So quite exciting things moving. Delays are over, many things happening at once. Okay, so I think that's the mental conflict is now over. This is your 3 of Wands. This is the music, the love, the passion, the sex, whatever it is that you're bringing in. Doesn't have to be people. It can be passionate relationships, passionate jobs, passionate careers, whatever it is. All of that you're bringing in, this excitement, this fast-moving, passionate energy, lots of communication, lots of talking, possibly travel. So for some of you, it's possibly air travel or traveling towards someone or something, traveling back and forth, whatever it is. That is your first 3 months. That's the energy that's surrounding you. Right, next quarter, we have got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so time of positivity, a situation suddenly moved forward. Fortune is on your side. Okay, so second quarter, so that is now April, May, and June. This fast-moving energy is now becoming a lot more positive. Okay, you can start to see better luck in your life. You can start to feel a lot better. Whatever it is, your wishes are very quickly starting to take form. Okay, so think about what you're wanting using your heart, and I promise you, if you act on it and stop the negativity and get out of your head, get into your heart, you are going to find all these fantastic things coming in. Right, third quarter, what do we have for pile number 1? Okay, so things are not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation. Okay, so that's what I think is more what you've been told here. Okay, you're going back to that 5 of Water, which was again that mermaid. So be careful. You're going to ruin this good thing that's coming your way because of the fact of your head. You are getting stuck into that devil energy again. Please be very aware. Write this down. So when you're coming to July, August, September, start making sure you put this in your diary. If you start to feel like you are starting to see the negative in your situation, please remind yourself, this is the devil energy. Move on. Get out of that situation. Okay, you've got good things coming in your life next year. You know, love, whatever it is that you're looking for. Don't ruin it. Okay, and final card, we have got good news. Okay, so good news about your financial situation in the last quarter of next year, wanting to do something more challenging and new, possibly a new study or area of study. So that's, you know, coming into October, November, December next year. Okay, guys, this is what I have for you, pile number one. This is your 2021 energies. Remember, if you do not like what you hear in this pile and it resonates but you don't like it, then your time is to change. You know, you manifest what you believe. If you honestly want something, you fight for it. If you don't like it, you change the situation. If it doesn't work out, you can always start again. Okay, thank you very much. And I'm now moving on to pile number two. Okay, those of you who have chosen pile number two, this is your reading. Okay, so for some of you, you have got the travel card, so maybe perhaps you're looking to relocate in the year 2021. Maybe you're looking, maybe you're lucky enough to travel, to take a journey somewhere, or like I say, you know, change your path completely. You know, you might be thinking about a job change, you may be thinking about a relationship change, but either which way, you're about to make some kind of major changes in the year 2021. Okay, or at least that's the energies. Not for everyone, but for a lot of you. Okay, so you got the word Leo. So let's look at the words. It's got the I will energy. So these are just the words that you may want to write down and just the words for 2021. So we have got heart, pride, loyalty, warmth, enthusiasm, creative self-expression. Okay, so these are just words that will maybe help you for 2021. You've also got Capricorn, and we've got your I respond. So write these down, and the words here we've got a sage, builder, tenacity, stamina, responsibility, and patience. Okay, right, let's get into your tarot cards. Okay, these are rather large cards, but I'll try at least to have a look. Okay, so we have got the Five of Crystals. This is your main theme. Your crossing energies is that of the Seven of Swords. This year, well, I'm putting it as this year, which is the Ace of Swords. This is Hansel and Gretel. It's still this year, but it's diminishing into next year. Presently, we are still working with the Seven of Hearts. Your near future, you have got Beauty and the Beast. We have got the Four of Crystals. Surrounding you next year is the Ten of Crystals. Hopes and Fear is the Nine of Crystals. And your outcome to next year is the Seven of Crystals. Okay, so let's go back here. I just need to have a better look. I can't remember what this card is. Okay, so Five of Crystals. Right, okay, so 2021. Now, in traditional tarot, this card is that of the Five of Coins. I got this wrong in the last pile, so I'll make sure I got the right one this time. Now, the Five of Pentacles in traditional tarot is that of being left out in the cold. So it's that of having financial troubles. It's that of being dumped. It's that of two possible beggars, one that's been hurt, that's been left out in the snow and they're in the cold, and you know they don't see their way out of it. But there is a light, a warm light. It's a church window that's warm and welcoming, and they can't see it. So in this tarot, however, it's slightly different. Here you have got, okay, so Five is that of change. This is basically got a gnome. Let me bring the card out. You can work better with it. So this has got a gnome that's whistling away. Okay, whistling away. We got birds. We got, you know, this five star there, and you've got pentacles sitting inside a bigger circle. That's normally, you know, the union of heaven and earth kind of thing. and he's building his house, and he's got ripe apples around him, so he's really happy. Okay, so this tells me that really and truly, instead of whatever you have gone through, okay, this is saying to me that this is now you looking at the positives of whatever negatives that's been thrown at you. This is you realizing that there's something you can do about things. The 5-pointed star is also that of initiation, birth, perhaps, there's possible, heaven, the union of heaven and earth. So this is you really going, you know what, I may have been dealt a bad hand in some way or form. However, I'm going to manifest something different. You are perhaps maybe going to take up a hobby, something that's maybe creative, or something that will help you in your circumstances. In other words, you're going to take control of your life and not allow whatever's happened in the past to be your circumstances next year, which is very positive and powerful start. Okay, your crossing energies is that of the 7 of Swords. So what that's saying to me is the 7 of Swords, as you can see, he's sitting there and he's got a scroll in front of him. Swords are that very much that of truth. It's mental energy, which is that of being in your head. And he is writing with the swords. As you can see, that's possibly the present and the future. The top of the scroll is the past. Everything underneath that is blank. So what that's saying to me is your obstacles in 2021 is going to be that of you writing the next step. So it's almost like you actually get to choose what you want next year. Okay, and that is really and truly you being totally honest with yourself, you needing to face why you've dealt with loss, you needing to face it head on. What is it about yourself that needs to change? Be it in a love situation, maybe you're too giving, maybe you're too nice, maybe you never ever stand up for yourself. Whatever it is, it's facing the truth, looking that truth head on and going, okay, what is the truth? Why am I in the situation that I'm in, and what can I do to change it? When you decide and realize what that is and you start to write that down and start to write down your future, again, it's about manifesting. You can change your situation in 2021. Okay. What happened and what has been your main focus for 2020? And for you, it is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords, that's King Arthur. And if you can remember, King Arthur had to pull this sword out of the stone, and he didn't believe that he could, and no one could do it, and so therefore, why would he be the person to do it? And really and truly, once he believed that he was the real person to do it, it was funny enough that he just managed to pick up the sword and zoops, out the sword just slid. So what has your theme been for this year, or what is your major reason for this year? For you, it is that of conquering your fears. So this is vanquishing negative thoughts. This is self-doubt. Whatever it is, this is what 2020 was teaching you, okay? This does not resonate and you have no clue what I'm talking about, then please go back and look at the past, because possibly this is not your path, okay? You really had to learn about your strength. You had to learn a lot of inner strength, and realizing that you are better than what you believed, and you deserve more than what you believed. But if you don't believe you deserve more, why should anyone else believe that you deserve more? Okay, so this is kind of saying to yourself with a truth card, it's time for you to, fake it till you make it, as they say, and really start to believe in your abilities to do whatever it is that you're looking to do. The past that's still going to be affecting you, though, in 2020 is that of Hansel and Gretel. So Hansel and Gretel, as you know, they're two children. They go into the forest and find a witch's house that's made up of candy, and they go in and eat the candy, and the witch catches them, and then they have to help each other in order to survive, and then, of course, leave. So you may have had, this is also the Lover's card. So you may have had a situation, so it could have been a love situation where you and your person, they weren't really there for you, or you may have found love this year and it's really affecting you in some way or form. But it's really about male and female energies. It's about spiritual union, consciousness, balancing, love situations within your life, okay? So you may have found someone this year, or, that you found was possibly a soulmate. Or for others, it was just a matter of trying to balance your male and female energies. So, there could be, again, the give and take in your situation, and having to learn a lot about what that means, and how, in order to get out of any bad situation, how people need to cooperate and need to help each other. It's not, necessarily about you always helping people, and, because if Hansel and Gretel didn't work together, they probably would have died, okay, and been eaten by the queen, the witch, sorry. So, this is like kind of energies that you're kind of learning still this year, and obviously, those lessons will start filtering but start to diminish as you go into next year. Not saying that if you have met your soulmate that soulmate will diminish, but it's just the learning the choices that you make and how they actually affect you. Okay. Your present situation is that of the Seven of Cups. So this is a time where you need to meditate and contemplate, okay? It's really and truly, again, it's going deep within, really finding the truth of, again, it's a hard lesson to learn, but most of the times, bad things that happen to us are just that, they're lessons. They're there for us to learn, whether it's how not to act, how not to be, who not to date, figuring out why do I do the things that I do, why do I date these kind of people, why do I not allow myself to earn the money that I should be earning, why don't I believe in myself, whatever that is. This is time for you to meditate and contemplate on that, okay? If you want next year to be different to this, you have got that clean slate. Don't allow that clean slate to be written with a whole lot of garbage, okay? Rewrite your book and write a proper book this time, okay? Here you have got Beauty and the Beast coming up into your new future. So this is your energy starting in the year 2021. And that is the card. Okay, so as you know, with Beauty and the Beast, so I'm just having a sip of water. With Beauty and the Beast, she is forced to live with this terrible, horrible, ugly beast. And he makes her clean and cook and look after him, and she actually starts to see another side to him, okay? And she starts to actually realize that underneath that terrible mask, underneath that terrible person, is actually quite a good person. And they fall in love, even though it's so doesn't seem right. And he then gets turned into a prince. So your future is really is finding that inner strength. This is the strength card. The Leo card is very much about the lion. This is about finding your inner strength. This is also about you seeing your beauty, okay, as well as the beauty within others. Okay, so this is really seeing the good in every bad situation. So if a situation looks negative, it's asking you to try and find that beauty. Try and every bad situation, there's always good. Every single person on this earth, no matter how bad they are or whatever bad things that they do, somewhere along the line has good. And it's only been something that's happened to them in their life that creates or makes them bad, really. Okay, in this situation, the storyline was because he thought that he was this powerful king, and then all of a sudden he was turned into this ugly monster, and so he was angry and he was mad, and everyone treated him really badly, so therefore he became even more evil and mad, because now he's just going to hurt everyone because they're hurting him inside. But the minute he found someone who actually loved him for who he is, he softened up to this little putty cat, and things got a lot better. So that's really and truly what's coming in for you for 2021. Okay, so this is you and how you can affect 2021. So you have got the Four of Crystals. Again, this is about what are you building. So these people are busy. These gnomes are literally busy helping each other build their house. They're putting up structures and they're all coming together in order to build this house. Okay, the one is building a door and he's got a little heart, and he's actually engraving a heart within a heart. Oh no, sorry, not a heart, it's a door with a heart that he's engraving. Very sweet. So, you are really being given all the power. It's like the genie is with you. You don't see it, you can't rub it, but it's there, it's in your head. So maybe rub your head a bit, but you've kind of been given this genie, okay? And so what the angels are saying to you is, what do you want? What do you want to build? I'll give you the gnomes. I'll give you the stuff that you need, but you've got to take the first steps. You've got to actually start to manifest. God helps those who help themselves. This is that situation. God's going, I'm willing to help you, but I want to see you help yourself. So you need to find this inner strength. You need to find the inner beauty. You need to find the inner courage. You need to believe in yourself. You need to pull this sword out and take charge. And then you can build whatever you want going from next year onwards. Okay, so how fantastic is that? Okay, what is surrounding you next year? Okay, 10 of crystals. Well, 10 of crystals is the family fortune card, it's the family inheritance, it's the family money, whatever it is. You are surrounded by family, beautiful family. Here, this is a mother gnome that she's hanging the stockings on the tree while the daddy gnome is building the warm fire. You've got a carpet with all the chakra colors, which is about balancing the chakras within. You've got the children unwrapping presents. I mean, really and truly, think of Christmas Day with your children. If you don't have children, then think of Christmas Day when you were a child. You know, hopefully it was a warm, fuzzy happiness. If it wasn't, then think of a warm, happy, fuzzy Christmas movie, okay? That is what's surrounding you the year 2021. So the energies around you is that of, again, I think if you see the wealth around you, you will feel the wealth within you, and therefore you will create the wealth around you, okay? If you see that happy family with, you know, around you, and find that beauty within all situations, this is the fuzzy, happy, warm, furry feeling that, maybe not furry, but the feeling that you're going to feel through the year 2021. And you know what? That is what you will then manifest. When you start to see that beauty within every bad situation, okay, you will start to be able to manifest something better. 9 of crystals. Same picture, funny enough. So same stockings on the tree, Mama Gnome still sitting there, but this time she's sitting with her little baby children, and she's reading them, you know, a beautiful bedtime story. It might be Christmas Eve, and she's trying to get them ready to go to bed so that they can wake up, because funny enough, this is the 9 before the 10. So this is before Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. All the presents are still wrapped under the tree, and she's reading them a beautiful bedtime story. What is that saying? Well, the 9 of crystals is that of a wealthy, independent woman, powerful, luxurious. I can buy everything I've ever wanted, travel to the most best destinations, go to the richest hotels. That is the feeling of the 9 of coins. So this is the build up to the 10. This is you, doesn't matter what sex you are, really being the storyteller of your life and feeling that luxury and really believing in that luxury, and putting more effort into yourself and seeing yourself as beautiful and seeing or handsome, whatever it is, you know, putting more emphasis into your financial situation, putting more emphasis into your business. Maybe it's a creative hobby that will now, you know, bring out money. Whatever it is, you're now leading to that 10 of crystals. Okay, this is your wish and it's around you. You just need to invite it in. Okay, so very good energies that are surrounding you. And this is obviously your hopes, is that you can be this luxurious, passionate, when I say independent, it doesn't have to necessarily mean single, but you know, someone who's able to just financially look after themselves and not need other people to look after them, basically. Okay. And then your final, how you're going to close off with the year 2021, well, that is the 7 of crystals. And that is one of someone who really and truly is going to go deep within. This is someone who will end the year feeling a lot more spiritual. This is someone, because this is someone who's lighting candles, you know, and different religions have candle ceremonies, lighting candles for different things. And this is someone, again, we've got another, you know, still carpet with the chakras. So this is about you becoming a lot more balanced. This is about you becoming a lot more spiritual. This is about you really and truly having a good journey, you know, finding your inner self, having a lot more inner peace, having an inner sanctuary, and actually just being really comfortable in that space, okay? So really and truly, 2021 is a fantastic year, pile number 2. But again, you know, just make sure that you start writing that book in your mind. Start doing whatever. Follow every single manifestation thing you can. Watch The Secret every day if you have to, for the next 365 days. But practice everything that's in there. Listen to them. When you feel yourself getting negative, go back to that and go, I will not allow these things. Try and see the positive in every situation. You carry on doing that and you will literally get everything you want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got cards that I'm going to shuffle a little bit, and then I'm going to pull 4 random cards, because one for each quarter of 2021, to give you a good idea as to what's coming in. Okay, I think this is an awesome pile. Finding yourself is a great thing. Finding your inner peace, inner sanctuary, spirituality, really having your wishes fulfilled is great. You just need to find it and realize that don't look outside for it. It's literally within you, okay? The minute you realize it's within you is the minute you win. When you start looking for it outside is the minute you lose, okay? Right, pile number 1. First quarter, what is the energies the first quarter for my pile? Oh, sorry, pile number 2. And that is, wow, look at that, Knight of Water. Okay, falling in love, a wedding proposal, the need to balance your emotions, an invitation to a social event. Okay, so there may be some kind of romantic situation that will happen in January, February, March. Something that will really please you emotionally. It doesn't matter if you're really involved or not involved. It could literally be, someone around you may be proposed to in the first 3 months of next year, or you might have a really happy event happen. Something that's really happy, something that's going to make you feel, something, as I said, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it's going to make you feel really emotional and happy emotions, okay? So that's really lovely. Right, second quarter, what do we have? 6 of Fire, victory, good news is on its way, public recognition or awards. Wow, okay, so again, if you are really following the guidance of these cards, that is so possible to actually have this happen. For those of you who have met your soulmates that were, from the beginning, you could be proposing to them, or they could be proposing to you in the first 3 months of next year. So please let me know if that does happen. That would be awesome, and I would really love to know that. Right, third quarter of the year. The Magician. Okay, so you are ready. You have the resources, the ability to manifest. Life is magical. I mean, I'm really jealous, pile number 2, because you have got such amazing cards. I mean, seriously, again, you are the Magician. So, okay, so they're handing you the wand. You can make it or you can lose it. That's literally up to you, okay? Don't allow yourself to have any negative thoughts next year, and I would love to know how you are. Okay, so we do have the end of the year. Okay, there's something that still needs to be healed. There may be some forgiveness. There may be something that's, some kind of heartbreak. That it doesn't necessarily mean something happens or loss happens at the end of next year, but it just might be something that might creeps up. For some of you, there may be some kind of heartache that actually happens in the third quarter of next year. Please don't, don't go and allow it to upset you. It could just mean that something from the past comes up, or someone hurts you. It could be something silly, someone says something, but it really hits you. It could be something silly as your lover or your friend or your children turn around and say, you're very ugly, you're really fat. It's something that really triggers you. And it could be something stupid and silly as that, but it really does trigger you in the last quarter of next year. So just be mindful of that and try and remember that time, time will heal it. It could be an ex-lover that, or you goes and gets married and you're alone. I mean, it's just silly things. Whatever it is, it's a trigger. And those triggers are there to remind you the fact that there's something in you that needs healing. Whew, okay. Long reading, pile number 2, that is your 2021. Please comment down below and let me know as the year goes by. You may want to keep this video saved somewhere, because then you can come back and refer to this and see how you're going according to manifestations. Okay, speak to you soon. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 3. Okay, so pile number 3, this is obviously your energies for the year 2021. I'll go through all the cards, and then we'll kind of have a look at what you can expect. If when I start off and I start talking about the things that you went through this year and it does not make sense, then please realize this is possibly not your pile. Go back to the beginning and choose again. Okay, so those of you who have chosen Haythorn, you have got your elemental kingdom and balance. So really you might find that your main theme for 2021 is that of balance. Okay, balanced energies, balanced give and take. Elemental kingdom, well, I mean, that's also to do with the fairies. In fact, there is, oh yeah, look at that, little fairies are inside there. So you may be working with fairies in the year 2021, or the fairies may be working with you. Something to do with flowers, so maybe aromatherapy or anything to do with flower oils or flower essence. Maybe something of interest to you in 2021. Okay, so how funny is that? We've not only got balance, we've also got Libra. Libra's the card of balance. Okay, so what are the years for, what is the words that are, I think, are share. Okay, so this is a year of balance, the year of share. The words here we've got is justice, artistry, elegance, diplomacy, sociability, and partnership. Okay, so those are the words. Write them down. If you want to pause and go back, then please do. And you've got Aquarius, and that's I know. And the words you got is catalyst, reformer, inventor, individuality, knowledge, and humanitarian. Okay, just to let you all know, from tomorrow onwards, we're now in the age of Aquarius. So the next 5 years, this is quite important. So the fact is, you seem to be really, well, this is also very much air. So you've got a lot of air signs. Interesting. But yeah, you might find that this is definitely a year that you're really going to be falling into this new Aquarius energy. It's going to be affecting you a lot next year. So that's very interesting, actually. Very interesting. Right, let's get into your tarot cards. Okay, these are large cards, small space, so just please bear with me. Right, you have got the Midas touch. I actually cannot laugh. This is the Midas touch. It is also the Libran card. It is also the balance card, and it's also the justice card. So, okay, having the Midas touch in the year 2021. I'll get into each of them now, but let me just get them all down. Okay, Peter Pan, that's your crossing energies. We have got this year was the Guardian. Okay, this is the energy of this year that you must all carry on into the beginning of next year. And you've got the 8 of Wands. Your present energies is that of the 6 of Wands. Your future energies is that of the 10 of Wands, so that you can possibly say next year you in the situation is Rapunzel. What is surrounding you, that of the Child of Wands. Your wishes is that of the Guard of Wands. And your outcome for 2021 is that of Alice in Wonderland. Okay. Well, okay, so like I said, I actually cannot laugh because of the fact that how these cards are all the same. So Libra, balance, I mean justice, and then you go and get the Libra card as your 2021 energies, which is your main focus, and that is of balance. Okay, so this is the Midas touch, and this is very much of, if you haven't read the book, a king that really wanted the Midas touch. He loved his money, he loved his wealth, and he loved it so much that he wished that everything he could touch would turn to gold. And so his wishes came true, and everything he touched turned to gold, until one day his beautiful daughter, the one that he loved with all of his heart, something happened. I think her bird died or something like that, and she was crying, and he ran to give her a hug and to console her, and he turned her into gold. And so he had to go back to the magician and go, okay, please, 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 bring my daughter back. And he had to reverse all of the things that turned to gold. And so, not saying that, that's what your 2021 is about, but just be very aware that you might actually get everything you've ever wanted. Okay, you might actually get justice. You might actually have karma come your way. And I don't mean the negative karma, I mean in the positive way. So if you've had a really bad couple of years and you've had people treat you badly and you've had bad situations happen to you constantly, 2021 is when you will get what you just deserve. Okay, so take that however which way it resonates, but you will get that. Okay, so if we go back to the Libra card, these are the words that are really, really important. Okay, and that is justice, artistry, elegance, diplomacy, sociability, and that of partnership. Okay, so if any of those areas you have not been treated fairly, 2021 is your year. Okay, so that's quite a good start. But just try and remember, please, the laws of karma. Just say, for example, you get really generous when it comes to winning. So you might win the lotto, you might have a payout of some form, whatever it is. Try and remember that however you get whatever you want to get, just remember to the laws of karma. You don't need to start a new karmic cycle in a bad way. If you happen to come into some money, then be generous with that. Remember the balances of give and take. If you happen to find a really good partnership, remember partnerships are also give and take. Balance what you give and what you take. Also, just remember that you don't want to overgive and not take. Okay, so just be very aware of whatever your situations are for the year 2021. Okay, because again, you don't want a karmic cycle to come back and bite you in the ass, because you then become the warning of the Midas touch, which is that of being too greedy. So take whatever resonates them. Right, so your obstacles for 2021 is that of Peter Pan. So Peter Pan, as you know, is going into Never Never Land. So maybe that could be a bit of an obstacle. You might be living too much in Never Never Land. Again, you might have had so many good things happen to you that you might lose touch with reality a little bit. So just watch that a little bit. But just make sure you're grounded. Be steady on take the middle ground in any situations. You really want to, land on your feet, to be steady, and again, to make sure you have balance. So don't get too caught up in the fantasies, and just, watch that, for the year 2021. Okay, nothing serious, just something for you to watch it. 2020. So what did this year bring you? Well, with the Guardian of Wands, it's quite simple healing. Here, this is Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Raphael is our healing angel. So there was major, deep amount of healing for you this year. Okay, you may have dealt with years and years of heartache, or years and years of some kind of loss that's just been really affecting you, and this is what you needed. You might have found that, because of the lockdown and everything else, you really battled to get this year going. You really battled to get anything happening, and the reason being is because the angels wanted you, in the hermit mode, so that they can help you heal. So you probably had to deal with, you were forced to really sit with yourself a lot this year, and it was for very good reason. Okay. Because you were healing, and that is what the angels were saying. They were like, we're going to take everyone away from you in order for you to sit with yourself and do your healing work. So well done for those of you who have done it. It's never easy, but you know what? Your future can only be better now that you've done your healing work. Okay. These are the energies of what has passed, but still affecting you, and possibly will be coming into the beginning of 2021, and that is the Eight of Wands. So along with this healing work, as I said, there's probably a good possibility that you were maybe possibly alone, or situations didn't really work out. And again, what did I say? The reason for that was to force you into a situation in order to heal. And what is that going to bring about? Well, it's quite possibly the Eight of Wands, which is that of you reuniting with your soul group. So if you've lost friends this year, understand this is, said this pile number one, I'm going to say it in this pile. Rejection is God's protection. Everything that you have lost, you have been redirected in your life towards something better. And these are the energies that you may have started already, and these energies will start moving into 2021. And that is coming into your soul group, coming into your soul tribe, meeting your soulmates, meeting your soul friends, the people who are, as I said, just for you. So again, if people have hurt you in the past, and your friends have hurt you, and your family members have hurt you, and your job situations have been really crappy, and you've lost your jobs, and you've had boyfriends or girlfriends that just continuously hurt you, don't stress, because you have to heal those past situations in order for you to be redirected to your new group. And this is your new friends. These are your new, your soulmate, your new best friends, your new family members, you know, whoever they are. They don't have to be relatives of yours, they can just be soul relatives. So these are the people who you ignite a passion towards. So these are people who are coming together, bringing their wands in, and they are, you know, transmuting fire. And fire as well, you know, it's used to transmute, it's used to you know, smoke. Think of smoke and fire, you know, used to cleanse and used to change situations. Okay, it's really and truly all I can actually get to. But it's about new consciousness. It's about coming together with the right people. Okay, right situations, right people. And that's exactly the same energies that we've got here in the Six of Wands. Okay, so the Six of Wands is the similar. This is, you know, kind of May Day, and this is a time of the year where apparently the earth is, you know, they adorned in green cloaks, and there's some beautiful colors, because it's basically about springtime. Okay, there's the deity season, goddess Flora, which is known as the maiden. This is the maypole that was traditionally set up the evening before May Day. Okay, it signifies the maypole dance, which was to honor fertility, the season of spring. So whether, I mean, obviously you wouldn't be in spring now, but this is just really and truly, I mean, think of all the things that spring bring us. You know, we've got spring is a time of birth. It's a time of you having flowers, you know, being abundant, birth of nature, animals. So it's fertility. It's a really creative time. So that's what your current situation is, okay? It's really a time for you to express yourself, your passionate side, and, you know, start to feel a lot better within yourself, start to feel a lot more joyous and a lot more happier within your life and within your circumstances. And I think now you will feel a lot better because of the fact that you're now with your soul tribe. Okay, this is, again, you know, there are people coming together, and here are people coming together, and that they're coming together with a soul purpose. Okay, so think of this again, you and your sisters, and if you're a man, this is you and your dudes. But whatever it is, it's with you and your people, and you happily coming together in union with these people, and you've now got a purpose. Okay, notice the butterfly, massive butterfly on. You've got this year. Right now, this is the year of transformation. Okay, so your major theme for 2020, if you didn't know this, it was a year for you to transform. Okay, so you are changing, lots and lots and lots of change for you. That's what this year was all about for you. And in your new future, more transformation is happening. Okay, so yeah, you've got the Ten of Wands. So this is really and truly, it's a card of endings. Tens is a card of endings. And so 2021, you are ending any past cycles in your life, and you are starting anew. But this card in this deck is really, really beautiful, because it really talks about, you know, a lot of rejuvenation, exalting. You know, this is you really and truly understanding that your state of consciousness has really, really expanded. Okay, you're starting to actually understand, why am I here? You're starting to understand, what am I here for? You're starting to understand your purpose. You're starting to understand yourself. You're really just starting to get the reasons. I mean, here you've got these butterflies that are white. So it's about purity. It's about setting yourself free from anything in the past that really no longer serves you, and taking off like a butterfly and offloading. So really and truly, this transformation energies is really going to be carried through until next year. Okay, so you're still transforming, it's still happening. So that's your energies for this year going into next. But it's really bringing about a really beautiful you. Okay, you in the situation where here you've got Rapunzel. Okay, so maybe you just need to let down your hair. 2021 Rapunzel, let down your hair. Okay, you're going to have possibly throughout the year a lot of aha moments. Maybe you'll have this realization again as to, jeepers, this is who I am, and this is why I'm here. And it's you know, it's going to be passive, you know, quite powerful. This is also the need for, because there's a lot of singing, and her voice is what called in her prince. This is a year that you need to be heard. Okay, so whatever it is that you're going through, whatever change, whatever this transformation that's happening, you now need to use that in some way or form um, to be heard. Okay, so maybe you need to tell your story, maybe you need to write your story, maybe you need to blog it, maybe you just need to find a YouTube channel, sing about it, whatever it is, but make sure this year you're being heard. Okay, let down your hair, and you're going to feel so much better when you do. Okay, what is surrounding you for 2021? Well, here we have got the Child of Wands. So this is the Little Prince. And the Little Prince is probably a story that didn't really hit me so much as a child, but now that I've gone through this transformation phase, again, another butterfly, more transformations. You're in a major transformational stages right now, and you don't realize how much you're actually transforming and changing, but that for the better. Okay, people are going to be so wowed, I think, 2 years down the line. Like, if you haven't seen people this year, and next year you still don't see a lot of people except for your tribe family, you're going to bump into people 3 years later after these 2 years of transformation, and they're going to go, who are you? Like, who are you? Where is so-and-so? Because you are not that person. I promise you, you are going through massive changes. And this change is surrounding you with a whole lot of beautiful, and the angels are gifting you with really beautiful ways, okay? You're going to have the justice you deserve. You're going to have the good karma that you deserve. And here you've got this little prince who, to me, is a starseed. This is someone who lives on a different planet. He came down to Earth in order to show each and every single one of us how to see the beauty in life, how to find the inner child within ourselves, how to look up at the stars and really see the beauty that's around us. See the transformation, see how beautiful butterflies are. Just look at beauty everywhere that you go, okay? And that is what's surrounding you, just these little joyous occasions. You might have a lot of these, maybe if you've got children, you might have these really beautiful moments with your children over 2021 that will just remind you every single time at how to just, you know what, go smell the flowers. Okay, so those are the energies surrounding you. Your hopes and dreams for 2021, well, this is very much the God of Wands. So this is the Pied Piper, and really, again, look at that at the top. I cannot believe another butterfly. Okay, wow. Serious transformation going on, pile number 3. Okay, but now you're using this transformation to actually help people. This is becoming the muse. So now I really believe you really do want to be heard, and you are going to help other people. Now that you've gone through this massive spiritual awakening, whatever it is that's happening with you, you have really so excited to find out who you are and why you're alive, that I really feel like you want to help other people. And that's where your karmic justice comes in. This is when you're going to be very generous, and you're now going to give back. And you're going to help these people. You're going to sing the flute that's going to make people, you're going to be the follower. So this is the follow the leader story as far as I'm concerned. You're going to, sing the song, and the people are going to trot to your trot, so to your music. So this is really and truly about you giving back now to everyone else and showing them how they can transform too, and how, whatever heartache they've gone through, whatever loss they've gone through, how you have overcome it. And you're going to show people the light and show people the way, and that's seriously amazing. And how you're going to end up this year? Well, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, so Alice in Wonderland, well, again, this is just good luck. This is having your dreams expanded, having more awareness of your life. There's going to be, it's a year where, I feel like your auric field is just going to be more purified. Your egocentric is more being refined. You're starting to understand again, what life is really, really about. You're going to balance energies and bring a lot more music and dance and rituals into your life, and there's a lot more healing. Whether you become a healer or you get a lot more healing, it's going to carry on. But it's just, again, I just feel like everything's going to be seriously purified for you. Okay, even with those white butterflies, I mean, that's, again, that pure energy that you're going through, that you're about to go through at the beginning of next year. It's really and truly crowning you with this beauty, and it's going to bring you good luck. So you're going to end the end of next year with, what seems like a crazy whirlwind time. It's going to really bring you good luck. Okay. I'm now going to shuffle some cards, and I'm going to take a card to give you your energies per quarter. So this is just what you can expect over the next year per quarter, okay? So first quarter, what can pile number 3 expect for the first quarter of 2021? So this is your January, February, March. What are the energies surrounding them? And here we have got the Chariot. So that's quite funny because that was your obstacle. So that is an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So this is, again, you're going to get this public recognition. You're going to get the willpower to go ahead. You're going to get all this. But just, again, be careful with that. Don't let it get to your head is where I see this as the obstacle. So it's good news and it's positive news. It's where your Midas touch comes from. But just be aware of the fact of just keep yourself grounded, okay? Remember, you want to give back to people. Let's not let it get to our head. So, if you get a lot of money, you may have the bragging rights is what I'm getting, but try not to. Don't be a bit of a pompous ass, okay? Even if you deserve it, okay? Be a pompous ass at home, but, just try and remember that other people need your generosity rather than being the pompous ass, okay? Second quarter of the year, what can pile number 3 expect? Oh wow, Ace of Water. So falling in love, resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, enhanced intuition, or a new home. Okay, so there could be a move for you so that's April, May, and June. You could find a new love in that month, or you could get back together with someone, or your relationship could just really enhance, and your spiritual growth is there, and your intuition will really, really be great during those 3 months. Right. Third quarter, pile number 3, we have got 2 of air, being at a stalemate, unable to make a decision, pretending there's no problem. Okay, so that's not really great, but yeah, so there's something you need to deal with that just, maybe forcing you into a situation that may seem uncomfortable. So just bear that in mind. And pile number 3, final quarter for next year, and we have got the 3 of Water. Okay, a celebration, a wedding, graduation, a birth announcement, possibly a need to have more fun. Okay, so maybe you getting married end of next year, some of you. Maybe you'll have a proposal, whatever it is. You've got the Wheel of Fortune to end of next year, so there's definitely a reason to celebrate something fantastic. Wow, okay, pile number 3, that's quite an exciting year. Please, maybe you want to watch this or save this video and tune back and watch it. You never know when you might need to come back and just take some notes. Let me know how it goes. I'm very interested. I love hearing people's stories, and I love people to message me. So please put your comments in the comment section. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay. Thank you very much, and I'll chat to you soon. Goodbye.